And yes, we are back in Dalton, Georgia for the excitement here in the yard, the CSX yard at Junction Point Hare, where we are on the trail of the New York Central and more. Just got here, just got set up, so stay put, stay ready. I'll be back in a little bit. Got to get a few more things ready. Good to have you on. Let's have fun. Hey, Matt.
Clear southbound north before it is CSX
I can get anybody to tell me along the way. I know he's not going through Dalton, I can tell you that. Okie dokie. Well, why don't you start at Varnell and work your way down? Okie dokie. Alright, I'll let you know what happens. Having the time of my life. You have to bring an awful big rope and a life preserver. Alright, bye. Hello, rail friends. Thanks for being with us. Tonight, haven't even got a monitor set up yet, so hopefully I'm aligned in the picture here. We can do this while I'm talking. How is everybody tonight? We are back where we were last night. Some of the friends that we met last night are still here today. I don't know if they've even gone home yet, but they are ready. They are excited. They got cameras, tripods. I mean, we are all ready to roll here. There's people all over the place. Let's see here. Let me get y'all on cam just to make sure you can see all of me. You know how I get sometimes. Us old people, we get a little confused and get too, yeah, see there? All you see is just the top of my head. That's why Casey yells at me all the time. Mike, check the monitor. Make sure you're on the camera. There. That should be. He just got cleared. All right, we have an NS train sitting just to the south. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for that. Then we'll talk a little bit more. But the New York Central is leading. Live production tonight, you guys, or live stream. It's not a production. Live stream action right here. It is May 7th, 2025, and I tell you that because if you watch this tomorrow and I say something's going to happen this Saturday, you'll know what date it is and what year. Whatever you see here, 3 to 8, maybe 6 seconds later, it happens after it happens live. So unlike production, if I fall down, you're going to hear the boom. If something goes wrong, you're going to be part of it just like I am. If we lose, like last night, we lost connection. YouTube went out on us last night, so the live stream stalled. And I just got Dylan, Damien. Damien and Matt are here, and he is rolling. So let's go ahead and catch him. You heard that double horn?
And it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid engine.
Yep, it's a hybrid. The horn's a hybrid.
Hybrid horn. Gotcha.
It's a hybrid. It's like a radio one, but you hear like a tone raise pitch out. It's a hybrid.
Hello, Tony. How are you tonight? What's going on up there in Cowan? Yes, sir. Well, congratulations. Can you get to him? So he's just north of us, so he could be right after this one. All right, 18E's coming across right now. Got gates, bye. The Grinch! Tony, so everything's good up in Cowan, Tennessee tonight there on the Cumberland Plateau. That is good news. Hello, Ken. How are you? Mama Bear, quality controls on site. Thanks.
Sorry, my bad.
Ken, you all good? QC number 2. Now we just need QC number 1. Hey again, everybody. How are you all tonight? Who's trackside? Bag Squatch. Are you up to the north of us? We've got something rolling that could be L808 working down there. Or we've got, trying to look and see which way he's going. I'm looking down to the south of us where L808 does switching. Anyhow, back to all the action here for the moment. A special, huge thank you for that horn salute and a massive, and I say massive, that was that's probably the second biggest train wave that we've ever seen from a conductor. Thanks to that train crew for having fun with us, just like we had fun with them. That was 18E coming north, so if you guys are above us, man, make sure you give him a big wave. Lead locomotive, 4196 on our northbound. Now, I know the next question is, where is NS1066 on southbound train NS219? I happen to know, and we have it from an excellent source, because you all know Jesse from Whistleboard Productions. He's standing in front of it right now. Now imagine that. Jesse finding a heritage locomotive from Whistleboard Productions. That's 1 in a million. He's just north of us, and he is holding at Waring. So, 219, New York Central, our leader tonight, coming south, right now is sitting at Waring. So once 18E clears, it would be my assumption that he's next, but remember, where we are is on the Norfolk Southern Line, the Atlanta North District. Also, side by side is the CSX W&A Sub Line. They do cross right behind me at the Diamond. CSX controls the yard. It's not first come, first serve. Whoever can get across the Diamond first does not win at this location. So CSX controls who's next. So I don't know what CSX trains are in the area. As y'all just saw when we got here, we had a northbound sand, S-A-N-D, like a great big beach on wheels, train rolled through. Lead locomotives on him was 5213 and 146. And yes, I have to write it down because I'm old and I forget. If I don't write it down, it'll be train 641 that went across on 213, and I'll forget the 5 altogether. So, train 1, northbound sand train, led by CSX 5213 and 146. 18E, led by 4196. We are
Waring, Bay 1, North Indiana.
all right. 18E's passing Waring, so that means we're just going to go ahead and get quiet. Let's listen to the scanner, and we should hear communication from our southbound train 219 that y'all are waiting for. I got a couple more things to set up, so I'm going to put you guys in charge of the scanner. Don't let me miss anything exciting. Everybody good to be on. QC2, how we looking out there? Any issues? We sounding good, looking good? And there will be no sunset tonight because there is no sun tonight. Low cloud cover, which means reception problems, transmitting out. When that signal leaves here, goes to YouTube, and then out. This type of weather does create issues for us. So QC2, you stay on the job. Let me know if we have any issues. And Jesse, you get ready, and we're going to have some action. Probably going to hang out to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And since we had to kind of rush down here ahead of schedule, haven't had dinner yet, so that's going to be on the agenda. Mrs. S is back home, and I get in trouble for eating too late, so we will not be out until midnight like last night. So let's start listing for our southbound, our Heritage Locomotive, NS1066. And currently, you are looking northbound. How you two been? Did you ever go home? Or you been here all night?
We were at the hotel.
Oh, okay. So you didn't stay out here all night?
No.
You got a look, don't you? Everyone's dirty up there. Fire.
Oh, yeah, the ribbon.
Actually, it rained in the morning. A little bit. It was light.
You may see a little bit of a vibration there, QC. Putting the dead cat on just to kind of eliminate any excess noise. And we have a little bit of a breeze. And as you know, when we have any breeze, it sounds like we're in the middle of a monsoon from that recorder.
Southern milepost 36.2 now. Repeat now. Defect. There it is. Y'all be safe, man. Norfolk Southern milepost 362 now. Defect. Now. Defect.
I'll make the assumption that is our northbound rolling. Still, the 3.6 is just north of us. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate that. Jesse's at Waring with the truck away from the New York Central.
That's where a house is.
Okay, yeah, that's where he's sitting, or was sitting.
Yeah, he.
Waring's not far, so if he gets released, you'll make sure you're ready wherever you're gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, because Waring's just about 12 minutes north of us, train time. Tony, I would pay to be back in my 20s or 30s. I'd even take a loan to be that young again. All right. Just catching up with everybody. Our leader tonight, NS1066, the New York Central Heritage Locomotive for Norfolk Southern, is just north of us. And unless CSX puts something across the diamond behind us, next train south will be 219 with the New York Central up front. Everybody here is excited. Everybody here is ready. We are all set up. And again, a special thank you to that train crew on 18E. Oh my goodness, was he fantastic. And for those of you that were all excited last night about chasing the CP 7012, the CP Heritage Locomotive, the maroon and gray script, they turned him towards Birmingham. So if you weren't aware, do not make plans to catch him up our way tonight. You're gonna have to run to a whole nother place. Just look and see if there's anything else. Boy, Birmingham's got all kinds of stuff going on. Tony, I don't see a whole lot for you currently. But going through Decatur and going through Atlanta and going through Birmingham, there's a list. While we await 219 rolling at us, probably on the roll right now. There's even a bird on top of the signal bridge. Likes looking down the track northward. He heard there's excitement too. Tony said don't forget, and I forgot. So I'm going to remind you, May 17th. And by the way, there's two things to remind you of. May 17th, Railfan Day in Cowan, Tennessee, at the Cowan Railroad Museum. Brian and all the officers of the Railroad Museum will have the doors open and have extended a warm welcome to all of you to come Railfan at the Cowan Railroad Museum. Beautiful location, and they have a massive, as long as this is, theirs is even larger in front of the depot on the track side. So excellent, excellent location to film at, hang out at, be comfortable at. And they have the pushers there because there's a huge mountain right coming south right after the depot. So the pushers help those heavy trains up and over. There's a tunnel at the top of that mountain. And also for you Rail Moment subscribers, I'll have shirts. First come, first serve while they last. Sizes while they last on May 17th, 2025, there at the depot. So make sure you come see me and get a May 17th Cowan Railroad Museum Railfan Day special design shirt. And if all 2,000 of you show up, I might be short a whole bunch, but as long as I got them, I'm going to get you guys all in a custom designed Rail Moment shirt. First edition ever of X-Style. So, since we have excitement probably on its way right now, let's go ahead and listen for that scanner and keep up with what's headed our way.
Probably going to have 29 goes on. 29 is a high
priority train.
Yep, he's looking good. So he's going to be behind 29.
Hey everybody, y'all know 29F. Hi Robert, how are you? You guys are all familiar with 29F, our high priority train with the UPS trailers usually on the back, single locomotive in the front, normally a pair of DPUs, a whole bunch of stuff in those container cars, and then a follow-up there at the end with the UPS trailers. Apparently he is in the area. Robert, that is good news. Apparently he is in the area, and there is a rumor that they're going to let 29F pass our New York Central southbound. So, we're just going to have to listen to the scanner, be prepared, don't plan on running off anywhere quick, and see what happens and how this plays out. Because as you all know, last night he was less than 25 miles away, and it felt like 25 hours that we waited. We are all red on the northbound signal boards. Green Bean and Jesse are to the north of us, so they're keeping us posted. All right, and again, Jesse and Green Bean, and I'm not sure who all else, is just north of us at Waring. So, Bag Squawks, Seth, Jeff, all you guys that work that area, Andy, he's at Waring, holding. 29F is in the area. As y'all know, he's a high priority, so they could let him pass. Don't know yet. We are all reds facing the north. Have not heard CSX dispatch on, so we're not sure what is going on here at the Diamond as far as who's coming or going. We're at the 99 mile post for CSX and the 40 for the Atlanta North District. Scanner's rolling if we hear anything. Got an extra camera set up. And Jesse and Green Bean are calling the action to the north. Hey, 8, right? How are you tonight? Good to see you. It's good to have everybody on. Thanks for all those thumbs ups already. We've got 2 trains in the bag already. Got the top tied up, and they're all wiggling around in there. Had a sand train. Made me want to go down to Florida, play in the sun a little bit, and listen to the ocean and have some fresh seafood. But then I realized I was Dalton. There's no fresh seafood. There is no ocean sound. And they didn't even stop the train so I could play in the sand. Can you believe that? But, boy, on our second train, 18E, we had a great conductor. And that's why we always talk about, especially parents with children, always practice safe distance. Wear bright clothing so your train crews can see you. And don't do silly things like stand on the track, run out there and put a rock on it to see if it's going to fly out, because chances are when it comes zinging out of there, it's going to hit you. Keep a safe distance. Give your old train team a huge wave. Let them know that you're going to stay safe. That way they don't have to have anxieties about worrying something's that you're going to get hurt in some way or they're going to get hurt. And then they can have a great time with us just like we are with them. It works in reverse. They're up there working hard and got all these things to worry about and keep track of, and running that huge train, which they have to throw it into stop. You aren't going to stop it right here, right now. So always stay safe. And get you a shooter's earmuff so when you're close to the crossing, when those 125 decibels go ripping through your eardrums, you don't hear that train for the next 8 hours in the back of your head, because all that sound is vibrating around. Other than that, anybody seen anything exciting this morning? I know we had CSX Heritage through here this morning. Other than that, there's our CSX exit siding for CSX over there. Good old rusty car. Oh, awesome. Where'd you see NS34 at? That is a great catch. Not many of those. So when you get Sandusky, wow, that's where Cedar Point is. I love Sandusky. It's beautiful up there. Take the ferry boat out. Go across to, what was it, Put-in Bay, and ride the roller coaster, the Blue Streak, if I remember right, there at the amusement park. What is the name of that? Cedar Point. Cedar Point and Sandusky, Ohio. And I make the assumption we are talking about Sandusky, Ohio. Got some noise there on the scanner. Wauseon, Ohio, to the west of Toledo, about 30 miles, is home. Spent many a time going across the Ohio Turnpike, again, assuming we're talking about Sandusky, Ohio. Good to have you on tonight, the legend. MV1. Bag Squatch, you guys on tonight? Are they waiting on 29F? Don't know yet.
Did you not know?
Jesse and them are up there, but they're not sure which one's going to have authorization. So, just all depends.
I don't know if that train is priority or not.
Jesse, if you're tuned in, let me know. Oh.
Come on, oh yeah, look, he's here. Look. Bucky's chair.
The Bucky's chair is out.
Bucky's chair is out.
You guys, I got to show you this chair. This is from Bucky's. That's Matt. That is my kind of chair. It's a Bucky's chair. It's like taking the couch or the sofa to the track.
Yep.
This thing is huge. And then we got,
It's already been to Folkestone, and everybody seemed to like it there.
and then you got the little old Rail Moments $9.99 chair.
Yeah, it's still all right.
Mac's gonna have to start putting stickers on all the towns he's been to, chasing trains on the back of that thing.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, not bad. Not bad idea. That scanner thing. I decided to get it for sure.
Oh,
That's what we
that thing's massive.
Yeah, that's what we use on the road.
Does it automatically pick up what's close, or do you have to pre-program it?
He knows how to. Matt, tell him about your scanner. I just type in the frequency and then press the hold button. And it stays on that channel. You can listen now. Yeah, it's pretty good. It works pretty good.
We have horn.
That's the. No, it's someone else. That sounds like CSX. Oh. Yeah, there was no scatter on it. I'll sit up here just in case.
We did not get notification from Jesse and Green Bean, so we do not know if this is 29F or if this is 1066 leading train 219, but we're going to know here in a moment. And he talked so soft I couldn't understand what he said. And it's a CSX train. That's funny. And there is the old Southern Pullman car, the Crescent City, here behind us. All right, I have an update for you guys. Let's get back here, get you all zoomed out. That horn is our southbound. Don't get excited, Mama Bear. All right, let's check Jesse's message that came in. As you know, Jesse and Green Bean are babysitting our Heritage locomotive. They're going to have a contest to see between the two of them who can take the most pictures in the shortest amount of time, because they have that train right where they can get to it, no problem. Guess they're all totally legal up there. It's right by the road. So they are doing what is called Picture-Rama. This is Jesse's note. Hang on here, let me get to the right screen. He says 29F will be first. He currently has the approach on track 1. So our train obviously is sitting on track 2 up there at Waring. Train 219. So 29F is going to go ahead and roll by. And as we talked, it's train time, not our time, so you never know. CSX comes in and they've got the next one in the diamond, so it delays it. And then and because of that, then 29F, which is a high priority train, now in the area, he's going to go past him. And we got folks running down the track.
Get away from that. We're taking pictures of themselves. Oh, there's a whole group.
All right, this is what you don't do,
Just one way to have.
because you never know what's going to happen next. So
Right.
you're seeing it. They're so far down, you're a huge magnification. I guess it's picture time at the railroad track behind the parked cars on the siding, or they're just running and taking a break. One of us is on the phone having a conversation. Hey, everybody, guess where we are? We're on the railroad track. Oh, hey, we're gonna wave. It's a selfie movie. Up, everybody jump. And now the guy is, or gal, can't quite tell, they're in a hooded shirt, trying to do the
I'll do it.
tightrope walk, and there everybody's gonna run, and we can't see where they're going.
They may have saw me with the camera. And mine was.
Max says I've got them scoped out,
I took care of them.
and
Everybody take care of them.
we're gonna roll over here to this car just for entertainment. Here, y'all. Let's see. Whoa, right there. 2055 on that hazardous flammable code. What is 2055? Anybody know? All right, they have horn for 29F coming south at Waring. So, 29F rolling south, passing Waring. About 12 minutes train time. Robert? And exactly what is that? Robert, I think we can start a new game here. What's in that car? All right, Robert, what is styrene? I'm going to guess
Oh, I know.
something that goes kaboom. That's pretty good, Tony. I wonder if you crash your plane into that hard enough, it goes kaboom. Let's see, that one's 20. 55. Let's see what the next one is. I think we have a pair of them. Actually, 3 of them.
I think styrene, that might be used to make plastic.
Oh. All right, in case you were wondering. Rick, you get busy there. It's your turn to tell us. It's foam, huh, Tony? So, you're telling me that's full of foam or that's full of stuff to make foam? That's probably carpet backing then. So whoever's getting ready to build their new house, there's the back of your new carpet in there. Not for class 3 flammable liquids with API gravity. Well, yeah, that tells me everything. A polymer, for those of you not reading Robert's notes, it's a polymer flammable inhalation risk. All right, nobody crawl up on top and start breathing. That's out right there. And it makes all kinds of plastic stuff. Well.
Oh, I was right, because I said I thought it was used to make plastic.
Plastic making it is. That rail car needs to head over to China because that's where all the plastic stuff comes from, or at least up until now. Seems to be a little limitation on some of the things we get all of a sudden. What do they call that? Oh, tariff. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see if we got anything else exciting here. Other than there's another 2055. And bear in mind, 29F is bearing down on us. There's some more 2055 on the rusty car. Yes, it could be a long way, especially if you want to get a new paint meter. There is now a shortage of paint meters because they're all made in China. So if you want to see if your car was painted right, good luck. Manly Jail Works. And yes, that's exactly what it says it used to be. Criminals across the country were very unhappy with those folks because They made the jail works. There's some more of that plastic stuff. Well, that would make perfect sense since Tilton is just below us. Maybe we'll get lucky to see L808 come get it. Last night, we got to see L808 reverse back in, and he had two folks on the back of that train coming back. And that is a... You guys hear what I hear? That's the song, isn't it? Do you hear what I hear? 29F coming at us. Thanks for sending him on down here, Whistleboard. All right. Thank goodness the folks that were hanging out on the track have decided to hang out somewhere else. "29F, next up." there goes our UPS trailers. Somebody's got a squeaky car. I need a little W40 there. All right, we should have the perfect angle, just right on the sizing. So if y'all are excited, there's a good reason. Jesse says, yeah, we're gonna play that game. Jesse says, anybody want to guess what Jesse says? So I have like multiple screens going here. This one's mine. This one's mine. That's theirs. Go ahead. I got more. All right, you guys. Anybody figure out what Jesse says? Oh, well, there's no way you're going to miss the answer because Jesse just typed it. 219. Switch has changed. He's up at Waring, and he has an approach. Green Bean, you guys are doing a great job up there. Hey, Bag Squatch, are you up there with them? We're already here. All right, it is official. Jesse has eyes on him. He is our next train through the diamond, to the best of my knowledge. We have no CSX line northbound. Have not heard anything on the scanner, because as you know, as we talked, it's not first come, first serve, because you can see how that would work out. Kind of like driving through the barrels in Chattanooga, and you want to get to wherever next quicker than the guy beside, and the next thing you know, there's barrels everywhere, because we are the barrel city, but not that way. So CSX does control who goes through next, since the W&A crosses over the Atlanta North here, but he's got green signal, so he's gonna roll right now. Waring, 12 minutes out train time, you guys, so no running off, no honeydews right now, no going to cook. Y'all stay tuned, stay glued, stay excited, because we at the New York Central rolling right at us, right here in historic Dalton, where within 25 miles of where you guys are standing right now, 90% of the world's carpet was made. And as we talked, right there across the way is some of your future home products. So, nobody go over with a match, because that red thing means poof, as you all talked a little bit ago. So, let's get ready. Let's listen to the scanner. Let's have some fun with our 219 coming south. It's only taken him 3.5 hours to get from Chattanooga to here. A mere 27 miles or so. We've been here so long, the rain clouds have moved in. Q1, good job. Coffee's always important. Matter of fact, you almost make me want to run over to production 6 and make a cup, but I don't want to miss anything on this. I've been waiting all day for him to get here, and it worked out perfect timing, and we made it through. All right, Jesse's yelling horn. Horn North Dalton. All right. Now, Q1, Q2, that is not sunset clouds, okay? That is the international look for rain. So, as you all know, when you're doing live, sometimes you have to improvise. So if we go on the run, we'll go undercover. Let's see what CSX has to say. All right, L808's coming out on the main. He's going to work to the south of us.
Main track until 7 in the morning unless something comes up over.
Whoa, that means a quiet night for CSX. We won't be staying to midnight tonight.
All right. That was pretty good for a little while over.
Oh, he's just kidding him, see? Even dispatchers have a sense of humor. All right, you guys, let's get ready. We should hear horns any moment. This is the New York Central. It's a heritage locomotive for Norfolk Southern, and he's leading. So, picture time. Get excited. He's one of 21 heritage units. And if you want a great spot, right there on that corner, you're up, so you get a fantastic angle. Nope, you're not. I love people in the way. Oh, let's hope it doesn't rain. Tony, you've had quite a bit of action come your way this week. You're living large up there. Kids, you got horns out and look out? You guys have been keeping up with CP 7012, the maroon and gray script scheme. He is in Hartselle, Alabama. And boy, if you go to Hartselle, let me know, because I know just the restaurant to send you to. Oh, was it good on Friday night. Good old Hartselle, Alabama. You guys up in Decatur, you better be ready. There's chickens that live down crow until dark all day long. Hear him? He's North Dalton. As the breeze picks up. That never is a good thing when it's chilling. Chuck, I am very, very proud of you. Technology has made a monumental leap in Chattanooga today. Thank you, sir. That warms my heart. I appreciate that. You are my hero today. Now you can put the glasses back in the drawer. Thanks, yeah. Clear North Dalton. So look at the manufacturing of that thing. It'll have a huge tariff on it now. It'll have a huge tariff on it now, coming from China. The Bucky's chair will be more expensive next month. Here comes your new TV. DPU. Now that was a happy fish. Money bag. go. Well, kid, we are only missing one thing on that train that we didn't get to see. We had the money bag, we had the big old pink eyeball, and everything in between. And we had Jiggle. But the one thing we didn't have was NYKE. That is the only thing that we missed out on. And I'm not sure what it said, but there was the one that was incredibly colorful. Now, have you ever thought, how many cans of paint to do that many colors? And it was after the DPU. I mean, there were more colors than there are ice cream flavors at Baskin on that train. And they carried it all down to the track, did all that incredibly fantastic artwork. And then I wonder what they did next after that. I'd be wore out carrying that much paint down there. All right, whistle board, you still on? 1066, headed to the south, so you guys better be ready. Rome, y'all get set. Everybody get out there by that track. He's coming your way. And we'll see if Jesse rolls up. We had a crowd here. It's been a great night. It held off on the rain, and we are going to hang out until 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's 8:05. Not sure what's next on the lineup. As you all know, L808 is out on the main, so it's going to be a little bit on any CSX action since we've had southbound activity. Maybe we got a northbound just south of Dalton. So let's see if we get signal indication here on the signal bridge. And we're just going to hang out. Good to catch up with y'all. And Jesse, you headed this way. Green Bean, where are you headed? You can tell it's getting a little bit on the dark side here because normally during the day we're not quite far enough down, but as you can see, Green Bean, you're home already. Gee, I thought you'd be coming hanging out down here for a while. We are red over red times 2 and CSX. For those of you first time, that light tower, that's the CSX signal lights right before he goes over the Norfolk Southern tracks, and those are the NS lights. So let's keep an eye and see what we are going to get next, other than dinner. I'm going to leave you right there. If you all see that red go off, you all start raising your hand and yelling, hey, hey, train, Mike, everybody hurry back to the track. Okay, you guys? All right. Cool?
Yeah. Did you get a good picture?
I did.
This is Robert. This is Matt.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Dave.
Yeah.
It's it's pronounced D-A-M-I-O-N, but I pronounced the O silent, so it sounds like an E.
We met last night, and I've been struggling since last night with it. And that Matt's somewhere around.
Matt, we're about to go get like pizza and he's coming back.
Ah, well, when you come back, we'll probably be gone.
I'm surprised they still haven't changed that one. It's been like that for years.
There's Matt.
like back then, that horn was good.
Really?
Something inside that horn, like a horn chime, gives off a different sound than it's horn.
Oh, okay. Where y'all going to get pizza?
It's on the time.
Cherokee Brewing is like the street over.
What's it called?
Cherokee Brewing Pizza.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Everybody says go there for milkshakes.
And they didn't even tell you about pizza.
Cherokee Brewing Pizza is like street over.
Shaky who now? Shaky what?
Cherokee Brewing
Oh, Cherokee Brewing.
and Pizza.
We are talking about where to go for pizza. Cherokee Brewing is the pizza king right here in Dalton. But don't take it from me because I haven't been there yet. But I've heard from an excellent source. You will not be disappointed. And I just decided where dinner is come 8:30. So Jesse, I don't know which way you're headed. I haven't heard from you. But there is pizza on the menu at Cherokee Brewing in Dalton tonight. Don't anybody tell Mrs. S, and let's hope that she's not listening, because I will hear about that in the morning. Hey, we already have a vote for Cherokee Brewing. Green Bean says double thumbs up. And also, as you all saw, Green Bean said we should have at least one, if not two, northbound. So, all right, Tony, I'll make sure. I'm already trying to figure out what choice I want tonight, one of each. We were talking to a guy that works in the shop. He says, we don't care. They just whatever, whatever the next horn is that's on the pile, that's what it goes on. It makes us
But they-
absolutely no difference.
But they have all these C6Ms coming in.
They can care less.
Yeah, no, they just swap them.
They'll tell you it's the next horn on the pile that's going on.
Next thing you know, it's C6. When I was in Mapleton before we came up here, it was like a couple days ago, there was a C6 leader, an Ace trailer, and it had an Ace's horn. And the Ace's trailer was the.
You never know what's next. It's like Cracker Jack. You know, there's a surprise. You have no idea what's in the bag at the bottom.
Everybody's kind of checking out for Memorial Day. Jackie and Brendan have to watch the kids. Chris and Allie are going somewhere. And I think Casey and Kayla go to 500.
Kayla.
Okay.
Well, we do some, just people, and go out there, I try to get up with them, drive them out there. They don't have to, the place, the next 2 weeks is been 2.5 weeks, so yeah, so we'll have them stay about 3 weeks, and this week.
Hey, you guys see that? You're right. Amber indication. Whoa, he just went green. Well, I guess it could be she just went green. You all decide if that's a male or female signal up there. But either way, we have green on the top. We are ready for our next northbound Norfolk Southern train right here in downtown Dalton in front of the beautiful, completely restored freight depot. There are 2 depots here in Dalton, one of which is the old passenger, and I see the old passenger depot, and I see they're doing all kinds of work on it, so maybe we're going to get another restaurant open back up in there. It used to be, I used to love to go over there to have dinner, and I mean, it is right next to the tracks. Have you heard what they're doing down there? You know what they're going to do in the old depot?
No idea.
So if anybody knows, and they also talked about Manly Jail Works is supposed to be turned into a restaurant. And I also heard that they were going to try and put condos over there where the trees are. So, if anybody knows, let us know. Because I didn't get this size by not loving to eat. And as soon as I remember the name of the restaurant we were at, it's the freight, might be the freight depot where we ate in Hartselle, Alabama on this past Friday. And man, was it fantastic. And I could have tossed my dirty dishes out the window and they got hit by a train. It's just that close to the tracks. But the food was fantastic. The filet I had was cooked perfect, and they added grilled shrimp. Oh boy, was I happy. Hey Tony, by the way, we're gonna have some Mexican food at that incredible restaurant of yours across the track from Brian. So, yeah, that's it. The Freight House. Crash, man, that place was good. I told Jess we could drive back over there just to eat. He wouldn't have to ask me twice. But yeah, we had dinner in the Freight House, and it was super. That filet I had, oh, it was cooked perfect. It was just, oh, now I'm really, really hungry. Tony, you know the answer to that question. Of course. You're covered like a coat of paint. As long as you don't crash that plane and you give us a good air show, we're going to be good to go. Andy may bring his. You guys can do aeroplane things while we do train things. And maybe if we can get, I think Jesse's going to go, we can get him to drone up to the top of the mountain. And we were just sitting here talking about what's up for Memorial Day. Anybody got any big plans? So May 17th, 2025, y'all better make plans to be over in Cowan, Tennessee on the Cumberland Plateau. And if you're not familiar with that depot, check out Casey and Brian's podcast on the website it's like I said, it's just a great place. And don't forget, if you're a Rail Moments subscriber, there are special shirts while they last on that day. So we've got green on the northbound. Let's listen to the scanner and let's see what's next coming our way. Oh, Tony, I don't know if I can hold out that long for food. I better eat a big breakfast. And tell you what, just for fun, you guys, y'all put your seatbelt on, because this is the cool part about being live. You can do all kinds of things at the spur of a moment. All right. Up there is our green. As soon as it gets just a tad darker, you'll see it well. So y'all, one second, let me put this can.
I still don't see the road. I know where it is.
Whoops. Well, that didn't work out well. Up.
Yeah, I see it.
Scanner down. Thank goodness. It's still flashing. I didn't do a very good job of securing it. I'll do better this time since I learned the hard way the first time. All right, you guys are on the high green. We're gonna listen to the scanner, and we got train action coming our way. So we'll leave it open tentatively. train.
All right, only if I can stay out of trouble. I'm glad you guys came down. Good night. Tell Sam I said hi.
What'd you do?
Actually, north and south of Dalton.
Oh, you gave him the second time?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Guess what? I bet you can't guess. You'll never guess who's here. I know. I'm going to make it easy on you. I'm going to show you the answer. Told you he caught him.
Yeah, L808 is currently working down there. So if anybody wants to watch the camera tonight, it'll make its evening appearance while Mike and I eat our pizza.
We are going to check out the next train. That's what we're going to check out.
That's what we're going to do.
Told you we had a plan.
Did he give you guys a horn salute? Because he gave me one both times.
I don't have so much going on. I honestly couldn't tell you.
Oh, he tooted for me at Waring, and he tooted for me down here at whatchamacallit, Walnut.
Seaboard is through Cowan. Good job, Tony.
Tony got the Seaboard. Good job, bud.
Tony, did you? I know it just went through.
Oh, did you see it? Did you actually catch it or just watch it?
Green Bean says hi.
Hello again, Green Bean. Nice to actually meet you today. I hadn't met him before.
Oh, and we do have horn. Q1 is on it tonight. So, and this will be our last train of the night. Tomorrow morning, as y'all remember, is the early morning
Oh, that's right. It's early morning for me.
Excel Day. Are you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Whoa! We all are getting up at 6 tomorrow morning. Excel Day, sail day at job number 1. And as you all have heard many times, job 1 makes job 2 possible.
That it does. Job 2 would be very underfunded if it wasn't for
Yes.
job 1.
What was the name of the restaurant? Cherokee. Oh,
Yeah, Cherokee. I've
Green Bean, have you had pizza at Cherokee Brewing? And y'all hope that the rain holds off long enough, because we got enough dark clouds over us to pretend it's nighttime. All right, Green Bean, that's where dinner is. Oh, this guy just decided to get in the middle of the track and stop. I guess he wants to look down the track and see if there is really something behind that bright white light. Taking it slow and easy across the track. We made it! Yay! And right on the other side of that rail car is John's favorite milkshake stop. Since we moved, we better make sure we're kind of leveled up here. So everything's good. All right, Green Bean, we're going to confirm that and be happy campers and full campers. And while we are watching, and we're currently looking to the south towards Atlanta, we're going to go ahead and put a couple things away just in case. Oh, we got lights and gates. sausages. Norfolk and Western.
Fallen flag.
And there's a big gray guy. And a pumpkin. That's beautiful.
It's just light enough. If it had been darker,
There's our guy with the pointy nose. All right, everybody. We're on the lakes for a little bit. We're going to start packing, and then I'll come see y'all. Whoa, that was too much. Got to find that happy median. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just a challenge. There, that gets it. All right, I'm going to leave y'all on the lakes for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start packing. Cherokee Brewing is going to be making dinner here shortly, and I got to stop and see my son Austin. So, y'all hang out, be comfortable, and I'll be back.
This is your chair, right?
Do what?
I got the chair.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. This was very. You want to show before we finish?
Everybody, while I pack, Jesse's going to show you some. As you all know, we were talking with Jesse before, while he was with the New York Central down at Waring. So I'm going to turn it over to him, and he's going to share with you the shocks from Waring tonight.
Alright, so I caught the train at Waring, which is just north of here, and then I also scurried down and caught it at the south end of Dalton at Walnut. So this is the shot from Waring. I like the white building. It adds nice contrast to the locomotive, and the gray clouds are kind of neat too. So that was Waring, and then I'll show you the shot from here's one shot from South Dalton. Walnut is the control point. The lighting was very, very strange because the sun was about to go down, but it was so cloudy that it was dark, but you just get a little bit of a orangish hue, and the orange of the headlights and headlight and ditch lights gives it more of an orange tint to it. That's what I was looking for, tint. And here's another one from a little bit closer. So those are my two places I caught it. So glad we were able to get out on a not so favorable weather condition day, but oh, before we go, I forgot.
Whoop, Jesse forgot something.
So, whenever I was down at Waring, I flew the drone because I wanted one more angle. Now, before certain people get on here and complain about illegalities, this is shot from a drone. I am not standing on the signal bridge. I repeat, this is from a drone. I am not standing on the signal bridge. But it's a neat angle nonetheless. With the camera right in between the two signal masts. If you look at old pictures taken by rail fans of a different era, people would stand up on the signal bridges to get some elevation. And there it goes. So I thought that was kind of neat.
That is interesting. And right in front of us, the Crescent City. Passenger car from the Oak Southern Line. All right, everybody. Thanks for being on with us tonight. It was fun. I had a good time. I hope all of you did. We had a lot of people chasing up with Jesse here, just all up and down the line. So everybody, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping. Thanks for keeping us on track. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thanks for just hanging out with us. So, from Casey and I, and Jesse, and Matt, and everybody else that was here, matter of fact, they just came back from dinner.
We're back from getting pizza.
Was the pizza good?
Yeah, it is.
They said the pizza was fantastic. So, from all of us here at the Dalton Freight Depot, and it's also the visitor center for Dalton here in the heart of downtown Dalton.
Wings are good too.
And wings are good too. Did you hear that, Crash and Green Bean and everybody? If you've not been there, sounds like a good place to go, because we're headed there now to catch dinner and then home to Mrs. S. And a special thank you to Mrs. S for letting me hang out trackside again tonight. So, Austin, I'm on the way to see you, and then dinner, and then home to you, Mrs. S. You're the best. Love you, Bucks. See you soon. And it's not goodbye. It's see y'all. Come on, Mama Bear, your turn. See y'all at the next crossing.
Hey, Uncle.